Hello everyone, and welcome to your Aquarius relationships reading for June 2025. We're going to use the charms to see what areas or what messages the angels in your soul energy want to connect with you on for the month. And we'll use the tarot cards to further elaborate on each of those kind of themes or topics, or it could be one continuous theme that they keep building on. So we'll do the charms first, see where they fall, and then we'll pull the cards, and then we'll dive in here. Okay, they're just discarding a bunch. Yeah, so as we wait to see how the charms want to fall, so this is relationships in all its contexts, so romantic, friendships, various different connections we have with people. Could be relationships with money, food, with self, with our emotions. I feel like they want to come up here along the back. Oh. Yeah, so we'll see what they want you to focus on here for the month. There we go. And then we'll always connect in each month and see how things are going, see if there are new topics related to relationships, all to get better at our relationships. I can feel them moving over here, so. Wondering which one they're trying to get here. Oh, okay. You know what? We just did another reading where we had a bunch kind of grouped together in a corner to focus on all on one area. Oh, here we go. I'm going to put that on celebrate because that's where it fell. This one is round, so it rolls. I feel some more shifting. There we go. So another kind of group. Okay, so quite a bit we're going to talk about on relationships for Aquarius. And now we'll go ahead and get the cards and see how the cards are going to work together here. Let's move that so I don't knock my charms all over the floor. I'm just going to feel out as well kind of the groupings of the charms. I feel like maybe we'll have three, or these two corners might be standalone, but I feel like there's a sort of a vein of thought that is kind of coming out here for me. And then of course over here this grouping feels like another train of thought or topic. So we'll see here how things come together. And we're just seeing here how they want cards to go, where they want them to go. And I got these two peeking out at me here. Oh, up here, quite a bit up here with oh, they're a crab. Okay. All right, so let's see where we're going to start, where we're going to kind of tune in here. I'm actually down here in the corner with my little piggy. It's on improvements in relationships are needed now. So again, this is a June 2025 reading, so we're kind of focused in on that time period. And my little piggy charm is all about being careful of indulgence, overindulging, being careful of bad influence right now, or poor influence, or giving into peer pressure. Overspending is part of overindulging as well. So don't allow people to convince you to overspend or spend beyond your means. So if it's improvement in relationships right now, this might be a key individual. We'll see what the cards say about this or build upon this, but this might be a singular person, or maybe you know how we all have different kind of groups or networks, and maybe this is like one group of people, maybe your closest friends or a different kind of group friends, maybe work colleagues, that don't seem to have the best influence on you right now. They're definitely convincing you to do a lot that originally you weren't planning to do, like maybe stay out longer or grab drinks after work or something, and that's not currently in your plans. We have no place like home, and I was just saying staying out longer. And here we have the house light on, porch light on, and the house itself is like a beam, right, calling you home here. So maybe you are giving in a little bit right now to a person. Maybe you're spending more time at their place versus your place. They definitely have more power here in the power dynamics in terms of deciding what you do when you do. And then time for a nap. Well, here we go. Well, we've got like a second call home here, right? Like come home, come to bed, come where you're comfortable, get the sleep you need. So again, that reference to staying up too late. So Aquarius, maybe you're kicking off your May June here pretty hard. Already out there socializing more than usual. Maybe taking in a lot of evening events. Maybe going out to the cottage and stuff. I want to keep these, but without covering the other charms. Okay, so we need to work on how easy it is to influence you and your decisions right now. And a little bit of a call here to not be afraid to spend more time at home. Okay, I'm really fussing with those cards. I apologize. Okay. Maybe in the fact that I like spent too much time touching those cards, like even that, I was like overindulging on like moving them around, fussing with them. Okay. I might be going counterclockwise with you because I'm being pulled up, but I don't know if I'm going. Sorry, I'm just kind of getting a sense of how the charms are. I feel like these cards are grouped. So I feel like this is a standalone, similar to the pig, and that's actually going to be grouped in. So we have our starfish on stop pursuing the issue or person. So we'll see how this relates to you, what kind of context that is to you. So this could be you not letting go of a situation, a topic, pushing someone's buttons. I wonder if it's connected to the individual right here that is influencing you poorly, and they want you to kind of stop pursuing time with them, spending so much time with them here. Sort of a monopolization of your time. I'm really getting that because the call back to home. Again, you're coming home late, and you even feel like you feel drained. Like I don't think you're leaving this person down here, energized. You're thoroughly drained, physically, mentally, emotionally, just drained. And the starfish is all about, it's not over yet. There's like this regeneration kind of energy and feeling I get from my starfish. and there's effort required from you to move on. It usually starts spinning like a windmill for me, and the windmill only spins once the wind starts blowing, right? There's some effort there, and stop pursuing the issue of the person. So there's effort here on your part with the stop. So we have happy, happy. And I don't feel like that's you. I feel like this is your person. I wanted to say master manipulator, but I don't really want to give this individual such a negative verbiage, I guess. But they are affecting your happiness here. The blue of her dress, the emotion of happiness. Maybe there's like a false happiness with them when you're in their energy, and it's not sustaining, right? Once you're out of their energy, maybe it's like a false happiness, and that's why the angels are warning you against them. And then we have the milk and honey. And I'm really getting the call back here to taking time for yourself again, right? And this is indulging in what you want to indulge in. And it's for the elephant here, it's me time, right? It's the spa bath, and it's two favorite things at the end of the rainbow, in his happy place. So you need to go to your happy place versus continuing to be pulled into this individual's definition of happy. Oh, I got some more room up here. Okay. I wonder if you're happiest at home and you haven't been home in a while. I wonder if you're traveling a lot. If this is a work relationship, maybe you have a boss who either keeps saying that you need to be the one that's on the road for this or that, and in your heart of hearts, well, no, there's other people that can also go or want to have the opportunity. And maybe in the beginning, like traveling here, there, and everywhere seemed really, really nice, and but you're realizing like over time it's not sustaining for you. You want to come back to your happy place, have those moments for yourself. Okay. I think I'm coming down the middle now because I was immediately drawn to my sunflower, my standstill symbol, a sense of things just kind of plateauing. Every day is the same kind of vibe comes off of my standstill sunflower, and it was on, um, uh, releasing some past hurts from relationships, and it did touch a little bit on like a past drama, a past potentially even family issue. But you've come at a standstill, so it's affecting you in terms of you've basically have just shut down in this context, this relationship, whatever that's connected to. So we'll continue to go down to the grouping of the 5 charms down here. And so we have time to move on, and we have a repeat of a standstill charm. So this is my, going in circles, going in the same circle. It's a stone path, so it's solid footing. It's something that you're aware you're doing, even. Like you're running, you're going around and around in this same circle. Again, sameness. Every day is the same. This relationship's the same. Nothing changes. And that was on the time to move on. So, the only way to get off the wheel is to get off the wheel. And then we have no lies. So maybe you were wondering that. And maybe that's why you're at this standstill. You can't move on past your thinking. Past you're thinking of maybe they didn't tell me the truth, or maybe this person of influence is also touching you here. Maybe they're feeding you like hearsay, right? They're not part of it, so they're kind of keeping you stuck on your cycle. And paired with the no lies is my little fairy here, and she's about mischief, so a warning about a mischievous person. So again, there could be somebody who is maybe intentionally or not intentionally. Maybe they're just kind of whispering in your ear. It's also about misplacing or losing something, but it's on no lies, and I'm not getting that. I'm really getting sort of that person I was already talking about, kind of whispering here in your ears that I think you need to kind of ignore in order to move on, to break away. Maybe they keep bringing up the same conversation or the same past, right? The same past grudge. So if you're in a relationship and every time you have a fight, this person keeps bringing up the past grudge here, you need to move on from that. So whether it's you bring up the grudge or them, you need to move on and get the clarity so that they don't feel like there's any further mistrust there, or something they don't know. So on celebration, we have three charms that all fell here. And I first picked up my Made with Love charm. So this is a deep passion. This is a heart to heart. This can be delivered to you with love from the other side, but it's connected to a celebration here. And it's paired with my see-through heart, my kind of filigree, fancy heart, I guess you can kind of call it. And it's similar to like manifesting your own desires. Like you can kind of create your own, like what does this next kind of relationship or connection looks like? What does love look like for me? That kind of definition of it, and your ability to have that, and they're kind of celebrating. If they're celebrating you and it's connected to breaking this wheel and getting off the standstill, then they're celebrating your confidence that you have in your ability and your power to do that. And it is paired with my kind of rope pulley here. And this is all about like getting off the fence, like make a decision. And it's on celebration. So either during this reading you made a decision about this person, this relationship, or you did before coming into the reading. They're celebrating you, or this is your final reminder that you need to get off. Get off your flip-flopping teeter-totter. This is my pulley, so you can pull it yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, right? You need to make that decision, and they're celebrating you and your ability to make this decision here. I'm just trying to see if the crab is part of this group, and I feel like it is because I was starting to go there next, but I didn't know if I was looking up there to grab the cards and go into the cards, but I think we're going to my little Sebastian here because he's also a symbol of like a manipulator, influence. Someone's trying to manipulate a situation. It's sitting on physical only. So you might be currently blinded by someone in the relationship. Someone's leading you on, misleading you. So see if their words match their actions. Again, we're coming to the no lies and the repeating. So maybe you're in a relationship with someone who keeps making promises. You get to that stage in a relationship and they're not ready to move forward. So they're kind of breaking the promise or making another one again. Oops. And it's physical only. So there is this red flag here that, right, you have the power to manifest and create a deeper love. So time now to make the decision if you want to continue with a physical only relationship, or are you ready to get off your wheels here and move forward? We have truth be told with our no lies conversation here. And owls are usually my symbol for soulmates. So here we have your soulmate opening up his heart, right, and showering you with love. And he's looking right at you. So he's kind of waiting for you to step forward and come to him. So you need to make that decision if you want to progress into this soulmate energy. And if you're in a relationship, this just means dealing with that whatever conflict, like I was saying, that past grudge that keeps coming up in fights and conversations. If you're going to get to this deeper soulmate level with your current companion, you got to let that go or deal with it, or you got to move beyond the physical here. You have to start having deeper conversations with each other, more thoughtful conversations. We have higher power. So definitely the divine and your angels, angelic and soul energy pulling you into today's reading. Maybe this is the message you needed to hear, the reality check, right? The message to self. You know, this is you talking to you, letting you know that you know what you need to do, right? Her key here is on her third eye. So you already have the knowledge. And she's all pink too, right? This is all love. And here we are in a relationship reading. So your positive relationships waiting for you here to embrace. But you do have to let go of this past or this ongoing cyclical relationship that you're on, this yo-yo rope that you seem to be on. And what do we have? Never-ending story. Yeah. See, if you don't get off the wheel, look how frustrated you kind of remain, right? And I just said yo-yo. And what do you do with an hourglass? You flip it back over. So, you know, time might pass, but again, like I said, if you're in an existing relationship, this is that past event being brought up again, and you're like, I thought we dealt with this time and time again. So there is this need to have a real conversation with yourself in identifying what this cycle is that you're stuck on, relationship wise. Like, what relationship is it? What are you stuck? Why are you stuck? Maybe you're lying to yourself here. And right, physical only, so you're not seeing the whole picture. The manipulator, you could be manipulating yourself into staying into a situation. And why? Why would you want to do that when you have so much love here waiting for you? Even the way I put the cards, I had put her on top, kind of blocking the love underneath. Okay. So now we're down into the busy corner here. I'll just bring these closer to me. So we have my fast-moving stallion on Milestone ahead. So it's coming in quick. So if the milestone ahead's coming in quick, and this is June 2025 reading, this will be just around the corner. So this is July, August timing, that a major relationship milestone is coming, is happening for you. But we'll see what the relationship is, because we're on financial decision together. And when I have my heart outline, so sort of the middle is emptying, that means more information required. You don't have everything you need here. There's something missing here. There's a missing piece. And you have to make the decision together. And it's paired with a fast-moving milestone coming up ahead. So a financial decision together. So if this is a union, obviously maybe this is maybe you have to make a decision on your bid on a new house together. Maybe you're moving into that stage together. If it's a split, maybe this is decisions around, how you're going to go about, separating certain things that you've acquired together and built together. And maybe there's some kind of deadline. Maybe you have a move out date with your building, or maybe you have a court date that you have to have this figured out by. We'll see here. So down here, I'm just gonna move them into the quadrant. So we have my my stop sign here, stop from a loved one. So we have happiness is around the corner. So I'm not sure why I'm starting with a stop. I guess maybe this is more of a pause. Maybe now's not the time to be taking brash actions. Don't be too spontaneous. This needs to be a thoughtful decision because this milestone is coming in pretty quick here. And you have missing information. So like pause, stop, acknowledge that you're missing some information in order to make the best decision for you for this happiness coming around the corner. And I stood my Sydney Opera House up. It was laying on its side and I kind of stood it up. And this is about incoming message, which, it is sitting on happiness is around the corner. So it feels like that's the incoming message from your soul energy, from the angels. But it's also about there being a disconnection or something weighing on your mind, maybe a person, reaching out to that person, asking for help. And we have that financial decision together. So if you're not talking to this individual that you may need to make the decision together, or you need to ask for help, maybe you don't have that together person. This could be asking for help from any kind of connection, right? It could be a mentor, it could be a parent. But there's definitely an emphasis here of you not making this pretty significant decision by yourself. Again, this individual that you ask for help might have that missing information that you need. Maybe they already have the experience of going through this. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a decision that is about money, but it'll have a financial element to it. Like I said, moving, there's always a financial consideration, a new job, a new milestone in a relationship, like a wedding or something. Obviously, there's a financial angle to that. And they paired that with my dove holding its ivy. And this is about resolving an issue, making some peace. And we were talking about asking for help. So if you are in a position where you feel like you need to ask for help, whether it's just help me get more information, help so I can make a good decision, whoever you ask, they're definitely going to be more than willing to help you, right? This is a helping hand, a lending hand, forgiveness. So very nice to see the help there. A little bit of a suggestion for you to pause. And you have big transformation related to the happiness. Probably why they don't want you to make a rushed decision here with the deadline. I mean, your decision could be to ask for a deadline extension, right? You don't have to hit that milestone. You can push it if you need to, but it's definitely connected to a major change for you, a significant enough change that other people may notice or will be like talk worthy about. And it was touching on how you really feel right now about this situation. And my large, I guess, koi fish, goldfish here. This is about courage, bravery, really embracing it. You're about to go head first here, right? The fish is going to splash into the water and into this new kind of world, this new happiness that's here for you. So let's see how the cards pair with this for relationship context. Maybe we'll get some more context around the milestone. We have to the sea. So again, definitely the sensation of moving, going from point A to point B, right? She's in her boat here. And even her directional arrow is similar to the charm that I have in my bowl here, that is very much a go from point A from point B, don't deviate, right? She's not looking up. She knows exactly where she's going. Her path is charted. So she's reading something though, right? She's still consuming some information here, and then she has her guide up above. So sort of a second emphasis there on you shifting, going from one place to another, whether physically, again, a house, a new job, or it's a shift from one relationship to another. And it's how you really feel about the situation too. So you truly do want to leave this. You want to move forward to this better, happier milestone for you. And then all that glitters is all that matters, right? It's kind of, I guess, the saying and the sensation. But you're sitting on top of your pot of gold, right? You found your golden egg, and look at how the masks are kind of cuddling each other. So we're back to our soulmate owls here, our positive, best outcome, best situation, best relationship for you, best decision for you. So even if the missing information, that help that you reach out to, it might just be talk to someone to reconfirm for you. Sometimes we just need that third person, that voice that's not in our head, to say yes, yes, yes. I agree with this. I agree with this. I don't agree with this, but I agree with this and this and this. Like just reinforcing your positive decision here. So, I definitely want to reconnect with you in July and hopefully see that you've gone from stuck on this cyclical situation, this ongoing connection, and moving into your happy space, and removing whatever influence here, whatever peer pressure that's affecting you right now, and monopolizing your time and your emotions, and really draining you. So hopefully also when I see you in July, you'll be energetic and revigorated. So I look forward to seeing what the messages will be in July.